Hazy sun and clouds with afternoon rain showers with strong gusty winds on Thursday. Good Wednesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center, where you can see from the Ultimate Doppler Radar, things are quiet. The Ultimate Doppler Radar, presented by Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair, East Tennessee's #1 tire shop and auto repair since 1953. They've been doing it for over 70 years, and if you're in need of an oil change, maybe you need your tires rotated, maybe you need a whole new set of tires, check them out at matlocktireservice.com. They have 5 convenient locations to serve you. Awesome Matlock. If you haven't checked them out, you'll definitely want to do that. By the way, the radar's quiet all across the state. It felt like spring in West Tennessee. I'll show you why in a moment, but certainly is quiet. There are a few of those green, irregularly shaped polygons. That's river flooding from days past. They're still dealing with some high water in some areas to the far south. They're still getting some rain around the Great Lakes, maybe even some snow not far from Montreal, but it's mainly light rain that's moving across Nebraska, Iowa this evening, and maybe a few lingering snowflakes in parts of the Rockies. Meanwhile, we saw an increase, very slowly, of some high clouds today, but nothing like it could have taken out the sun. If we had enough of them, we just didn't have that many. But that'll change tomorrow, because we're expecting some afternoon rain showers to develop, and that might include a rumble of thunder before tomorrow evening is through. Here's a closer view of the cloud cover over the last 6 hours, and you can see most of them are very thin, and most of them are of the high variety. Our high temperature today was 1 degree higher than I thought this morning. We hit 65, did that at 4:49 based on the McGee-Tyson records at the airport. Sun went down at 6:23, so our days are getting longer, but we started the morning at 30 degrees, which was 4 degrees below normal, while we were 11 degrees above normal on the high temperature. Meanwhile, temperatures today hit 65 in Oak Ridge. Can you imagine? 65 there in Sevierville, having some issues there with the temperature there in La Follette, but they hit 65 around Campbell County, 61 in Morristown. So a very warm day relative to the averages, and the question is, can we keep that going tomorrow? The answer is yes. Look at the high temperatures today. This is why I said spring has sprung. If you were in Memphis, Jackson, or even Nashville today, our friends in Tupelo hit 75, Jackson 75, while it was only 66. In Atlanta, they were only 1 degree warmer than we were. So it's certainly warmer to the west and a lot cooler to the east. Headlines, we're talking about afternoon rain showers that develop, about a 40% chance by day. Once we get closer to the evening, that'll go back to 80%. So a much better chance of rain once the night starts to get dark and once the skies get dark. Gusty winds on Thursday, I'm talking 35 to 45 plus. So 35 is on the low end, and if you're in the Knoxville area, I fully expect those winds will kick in around 10 a.m., and then go right to about 5 p.m. So that 10 to 5 window of opportunity where we have these winds kicking up. So if tomorrow's your trash pickup day, make sure you're aware of that. Leftover showers on Friday. Now, I left out the fourth headline. Say, what are you talking about? The fourth headline. One that probably would get your attention. The fourth headline. Are you ready for this? Wet snow on Saturday. What? Wait. You, like this Saturday? You do a joke about it. Like this Saturday, the 24th of February? Yes. Wet snow. Oh, stay with me. I'll show you graphically what I'm talking about. And it's not going to be just the Smokies. Some Oaks might be surprised. Some other folks might be surprised. Who sees a flake on this Saturday, especially in the morning and early afternoon? That might be the prime time to watch it. Meanwhile, the future rainfall, we're kind of moving into that trend of a quarter to a half inch. Quarter to a half inch, some might get a third once this is all said and done. But if you stop the clock at 5 p.m. Thursday, the close of business on Thursday afternoon, it's 5 o'clock. Some have picked up just under 1/10 of an inch, and some barely a few drops at all. But then when we progress into the evening, all those green areas suggest over a half inch, and closing in on a half inch, maybe around McGee-Tyson, 0.89, that's almost 9/10 for Morristown, and over an inch projected in Middlesboro by 5 p.m. Friday. So it looks like it's top heavy to the north. If you're north of Interstate 40, the trend is to put more rain there in quantity and lesser amounts, maybe a quarter to a half, a third of an inch might be more common for Maryville, Athens, and maybe Kingston. So that's the trend, at least from the modeling tonight. Futurecast shows a big change in the weather. I would like to say, if you're going to the beach, are you going to expect high tide or low tide? Or is it low tide and high tide? Which one do you think you'll get? And if you say, well, you'll get both. That's right. You will get both. And you'll get both in the same day. And that's mind-boggling, especially if you're reading a book and you're not really, or maybe playing cornhole on the beach. Maybe you didn't notice that the waves were bigger in the afternoon. They were small in the morning. That's the way this weather's going to work for the next 35 days or so. right into spring, because you can see there are some warm colors in green and yellow. Really warm, in fact, by the time we hit, say, Wednesday of next week. But look how much colder it gets this Saturday. You said some snow on Saturday. Yeah, look at that. That purple area represents single-digit wind chills and highs in the teens and 20s. You say, no way. Yeah, that thankfully is not here, but it's modified when it gets here, because we'll be in the mid-20s ourselves again as we head into Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, I have us back to 25 degrees. But you say, wait a minute, I heard we're going to be in the 70s next week. We will. We will easily be in the mid-60s tomorrow. But then it gets really cold on Saturday night. Look at the cold air aloft. That's a 5,000-foot color temperature where it's getting well below freezing, very cold. In fact, the big purple blob over Montreal and New York starts to slide away, and it opens the door for more warmth. Look at all the colors. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, we got some warm colors in the 70s on Wednesday, but it's rainy. Rainy weather and low 70s. Boo. Well, maybe you don't like that. Team Spring maybe likes the 70s, but not the rain. But then eventually, do-si-do, here comes the spin, and that spin could kick up some snow showers right into Chicagoland, right into Kentucky, and maybe into East Tennessee before the 3rd of March. We'll be keeping an eye on that. So there's a lot yet to be written in the chapter that is our winter of 23-24. We still have a lot still at play going into March as I see it. Storm Prediction Center highlighting some colors here, mainly the lightest green there. That's just general thunderstorm possibilities. Covers most of Tennessee and all of Kentucky and some parts of West Virginia. But that means everybody's fair game for a rumble of thunder tomorrow evening. Friday, that chance of thunder moves to the east to the Carolinas. We're going to be dealing with some leftover showers. But now the fun part. Everybody gather around your phone or your iPad or your YouTube or whatever you're looking at this, or on the app. Hopefully you're watching on the app. You'll notice that the rain stays to the north tomorrow morning. So you get to work on time, you get to school on time, no worries, no rain, no wipers needed at that time. Midday, you're still waiting for the shoe to drop because it's raining in Louisville. But you go from noon to 5, and what do you see? Oh, there's a shoe. Yeah, there it is. It's dropped. It's dropped into Tennessee by 5 o'clock from the north. So we've got winds gusting 35 to 45. Got some rain rolling into Bowling Green, Knoxville, into La Follette, into Oneida, into Tazewell, New Tazewell, and maybe even Jamestown, Crossville. And maybe a rumble of thunder in red and yellow sliding across Kentucky. Now, I know that you're interested in the rain maybe on Friday morning. It moves away pretty quickly. I call it leftover showers because while most of it's gone in the morning, there may be a few flare-ups in the afternoons that might not be necessarily detected. You see maybe a little bit of green there, you see what I mean? That would be initiated by another front to the north. So maybe a stray shower Friday afternoon, can't be ruled out. But lo and behold, I believe we have some snow on this map. Do we have any snow? Can we queue up the snow? Oh, there's 3. Oh, there's 4:30. Oh, yeah, looks like a pretty good band. Is that snow blue? Yes, it is. And that mix is pink. Yep, there could be a little sleet. Could be a few pockets of ice pellets. And then the rain would be green. That's 4:30. Well, that doesn't make it to Knoxville, does it? Well, it comes pretty close. Right now, it looks like it's mainly in the plateau from places like La Follette, Oneida, Huntsville, maybe Sunbright, Wartburg, and Crossville. Certainly Jamestown. And then where does it go from 7 a.m.? It's right into the Knox County area. Maybe it's more of a raindrop here. But I think the foothills and Smokies have a chance for some accumulation as well. Might be on the small side, especially the Smokies, where the tops may pick up 3 or 4 or 5 inches. It's very possible. But that's pretty much takes you through midday, and by the time we hit about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's a done deal. Nothing else to see here. It'll be gone, and sunshine will dominate on Sunday. So our forecast for tonight, not as cold, partly cloudy, low around 42 degrees. Winds are not a factor tonight at all. 38 for a low in Morristown, my expectation. 44 for Crossville, and 42 for Kingston. Those are my expected lows tonight. Thursday's high, a pair of 6s. We hit 64 today, and saw a lot of 70s out west today in Memphis, Jackson, and Nashville. But rain showers will be on the increase late in the afternoon, and the winds pick up 10 to 25 sustained and should be gusting 35 to 45. So make sure you secure your trash cans if tomorrow is, in fact, your trash pickup day. Now, 62 for a high in La Follette. Look for a high of 66, Morristown, Talbot, Jefferson City, and Dandridge. If you're in Maryville, Seymour, about 66. And if you're in Clinton, Oliver Springs, 64, about 64 for Rockwood, and Harriman and Kingston tomorrow. 61 for Crossville. So here's your 5-day, 7-day. Let's go and show you all 7 days. The Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. 61 on Friday now. Temperatures will tumble pretty quickly On Saturday, if we're lucky, we get in the upper 40s, but it's down to 25 Sunday morning. And then while it is a mostly sunny day Sunday, can't rule out a few stray showers Sunday night and into Monday, and then again on Tuesday. And then look at that. Look at Wednesday. Showers and storms develop, 72 degrees. And I would suspect Thursday or Friday the next week, we're back into the cold pattern. I mean, it's just back and forth. So hence, it's a lot like the high tide, low tide at the beach. By the way, if you'd like to keep track of it all, you can do so using the Captain Accurate weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic, the best traffic reporter in town, bar none. Just search the 2 words, Captain Accurate, at the App Store and Google Play. Well, my name is David Aldrich. We'll see you here next time. Thank you so much. And make sure, again, download the free app. You get Pete Michaels Traffic right on your phone. You don't have to wait for the radio to play it. You get the most recent and most updated traffic report. We'll see you here next time. Take care.